people, welcome to our first session with me, Beth. Our sessions will be on becoming a positive influence in relationships. Today we are going to look at a unique relationship which is between a child and a parent. Why I call it unique is because children learn from their parents on how to relate because they are their first contact. So the parent has to be intentional in the things that they do. Parents have to be intentional in choosing to do things right with the aim of training the child out on how to relate to others and also to relate to themselves. Impacting the child on the way they look and the way they feel about themselves, the way they see themselves, to know their worth, their value, and to have confidence as they step out there in the world. So, I'll first talk about training. Training the child is more of what we do. The child learns from what we do because they learn through observation. You cannot tell a child to do something and that is not what you are doing. So you have to be intentional in training in the sense that you are careful. You are careful to do the right thing for the child to be able to learn. So we ask ourselves, what are the values we want to pass to our children? And from that question, then you are able to act according to those values, so that the children observe and they learn from what you do. Like there are several values, and different people will have different values in their lives, but I can start with the value of hard work. If you want a child to get the value of hard work, you have to work hard. You have to show them by action. You have to show them how important work is. You have to connect work and livelihood. You have to show them that when you work, you get rewards, so that the child puts it as a value in their lives, that they don't take it as a burden. If you are lazy, if you just stay home, you are lazy, you are not showing any signs of wanting to work, or your talk doesn't reflect what you believe, then the child will observe and they will follow the way you are behaving and your character of laziness. As a parent, if you have the money and you cannot teach your child hard work by giving them money without work. So you find that when you give them money without work, they get a sense of entitlement. They don't have to work. They'll be asking for the money all the time, and when you don't give them, they get upset or they throw a tantrum. But when you teach a child about work, you teach them to work and you pay them. You do activities in the house, even if it's cleaning utensils, you give them a reward. They do the reward, they are able to keep it as pocket money. So the child starts to value work. They connect their freedom of having money with the work that they are doing. So they will be wanting to do work at all times, and it becomes a value in their life. So they are not lazy. Another value which is important is about integrity. Integrity means that what you say is what you do. If you promise your children that you are going to do something, make sure you do it. Otherwise, don't promise. If a child asks you for something and you are not able to give the child at that particular time, tell them the truth. Because the truth, the child will understand. If they don't understand, you have to keep on teaching them that we can't always have what we want. Otherwise, promises that are not kept, then teach the child that it is okay. It's okay to lie. It's okay to break promises. And it makes the child to not to have integrity. The other thing is about lying. Teach a child that truth will set them free. You can't teach a child by telling them, when Mama so and so comes, tell them I'm not around. that is wrong, because the child knows that it's okay to have to 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 lie here and there. So it is good to teach children integrity. Teach them to do what is right, even if it is hard. To choose the right things, even if it is hard. So that they know speaking the truth is beneficial, even if it is hard. Another value which is important is kindness. The way you treat other people, the child observes. The way you treat the child, he also observes, and they learn from what you do. The way you treat people, the way you treat animals, the way you behave towards people, you are not harsh, helps the child to understand that being kind is a proper way to behave towards people. Those are social skills that the child adapts, and they are able to choose every time there's a chance to do good. They will choose to do the right thing. They will choose to do the kind thing. They will choose to be nice to people. They will choose to treat people in a kind way, without harshness, tenderness. The way you treat them is the way they will treat others. One of the most important values that you can pass to your children is a spiritual value of God. In the Word of God, it says that you shall love the Lord with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your heart, and this you will pass to your children. Having God as a value means that they can be able to depend on Him. That they learn that when things are not good, when you need help, that you have somewhere where you can run to. When you teach your children how to pray, then they know that when they pray, their prayers are answered. When you teach them to read the Word, they know it is important to have God in their life, to depend on them, to depend on Him every time. Because sometimes there are things that you are not able to do, and it gives them, you are the one person that they look up to. But you should also help them, to direct them to look up to God, because there are things that you're not able to do, and you know that God is able to do them. If they pray, God answers prayers. So they should have a relationship with God for themselves. In conclusion, it is important to remember that we cannot be able to do this thing by ourselves. That God has entrusted the children to us, and we can always go to Him to help us. Because sometimes we try and it does not work. Sometimes we try and we see that we keep on falling back. But we have to keep trying, and we have to depend on God to help us to have integrity, to have Him as the center of our lives, to be kind, to work hard. There are so many values that we are going to look at in the future, but it is important that we put each one of these things into practice. When we put them into practice, even if it is one by one, we find that God is going to help us, and is also going to help our children so that they can be able to learn. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have learned something helpful for your relationship between you and your child. And if you have any comment, you can write on the comments place below. Thank you. This is Betty signing off.